What's going on, everyone? This is Alex KGB. So things change pretty fast in Diablo, and you have to build your character around items you find to get better output on damage, to get better stats. And I found a couple items, and now I had to switch to bone build. So this build is a little bit different from what I had before, and let me show you what I actually found. So I found Deathless Visage. So now my Bone Spear lives behind echoes as it travels that explode. So additional damage and crowd control here. And then I found Splintering Ghoul King's Blade. So even though it is one-handed, it is still doing Bone Spear was vulnerable for 2.2 seconds. So this is more than average. And then it does additional 85% damage instead of 50. So to vulnerable enemies. So it's actually a lot better stats. So I had to switch to bone build. Now if we go and take a look at other items, so this is giving me the shield that I am immune for 5 seconds. Now I created this one actually, so I decided to pick Bone Prison, and this one will spawn a blight that does additional 65 bonus damage under whoever was in the bone prison, and I will show you how much blight does damage. So you'll see it's pretty actually good output. Now this is bone stone barrier, so it allows me to kind of avoid not having blood mist, because if I'll start doing bone storm, I'll have a lot of barrier happening, so survivability goes up. Now also benefit of having one-hand weapon, I put in shield. Shield has thorns. Now my skeletons will damage, and I will damage if someone attacks with thorns. Survivability also goes up, so additional armor, chance to block. This here has crowd control that is spreads, 40% chance to spread. So I'm not sure on a lucky hit how usable this aspect, so this can be changed later on, but overall having shield is pretty good in terms of surviving now and having better health. This is very good, so this is something I picked up, and this is a unique. Every 10 seconds my cold skeletons do blizzard for 1200 damage. That continuously chills, so I do have increased amount of skeletons. I have 6 mages now, so this is even better. Then I have amulet that actually does that, right? Increase the amount of skeleton mages to 3, so I have 6 total. This is essence based on how many minions you have, so you really need essence with bone spear. And now critical skills with critical strikes with bone skills increase essence regeneration by 26% for 4 seconds. So everything kind of works out very well. Maybe this one aspect has to be updated, but I don't know what to put for the shield as of yet. So only 2 levels passed since level 50. I completely changed my build because mainly of these 2 items. So the helmet, Deathless Visage, a unique item, unique helm, now where the bone spear explodes, and because of this legendary sword, sacred legendary sword, that has a lot more percentage of additional damage to vulnerable enemies because of the bone spear. Okay, so I had to actually create this one, but you see I picked up a glove that actually has +2 bone spear on purpose, so this was crafted to give it additional damage. Now, difference between blood build and bone spear: blood build requires a lot less essence, but it does a lot less damage for crowd control. You can do overpowered damage to a single target, take them off, but sometimes having deal with multiple bosses, multiple elite enemies, you might feel a little trouble there. There are ways to go around it, like you can trigger your blood mist right when you have overpower available as your next skill. Then the blood mist will do tons of damage to everyone and kind of clear it out. But still, now this problem with bone spear build, your essence is going to dry out really fast. That's one of the reasons why I'm keeping Hemorrhage, because it provides the most essence generation attack and has really long range. So that's why I have it. So, but Bone Spear will use essence quite fast, even with the mages attacking and returning essence back. You can see I have gold mages that give me 2 essence on with the primary attack. But because it is quite strong, you'll probably clear out everything before you're out of essence, at least at this level, at level 53. Plus, with Bone Prison, I picked it up because it gives you back 15 essence. So you can actually, go in, spend all the Bone Spear. If you feel like there's still enemies left, you're out of essence, you can do Bone Prison really quick, get more essence, and then continue attacking to finish them off. So what I will do, probably the rest of the video is going to be without commentary. I'll just show you my abilities and my build. But what I will do, I will enable Nightmare's Sigil to make Nightmare Cathedral, and I'll clear it out with this build. How do you get Nightmare Sigil? So you have to, at tier 3, you have to fight world bosses, and they drop those. This was dropped by a world boss. So I'm gonna do that. Now this is activated. Now I can track it on the map. Here. Right here, we're gonna go there. Do the Nightmare Dungeon. And before I do that, let me just show you the skill tree. So the skill tree, Hemorrhage just one, essentially just for essence generation. I did put in blood orbs, and I did put Fortify because sometimes you run out of heals. Blood orbs are useful for that, and Fortify is always useful. I did take out Imperfect Balance, so I don't have it anymore because Bone Spear is expensive enough. Now, Bone Spear is at 7 because of the gloves, breaking in the shards, and then first enemy that was hit is vulnerable. You can see it's doing 2400 damage, 2500 damage almost. Then Skeletal Warriors boosted, and then I have Bone Prison maxed out. So the Bone Prison will do Bone Prison for 1800 damage. Now with Blight being spawned under it was additional 60 damage. Right now Blight at 1300 plus 60%, roughly about 2000 or 2000, right, damage will be done to whoever is trapped in the Bone Prison. It is enhanced, so it gives me back essence and makes enemies inside vulnerable. Boost to do more damage to close enemies and take less damage from them. A boost to do more damage to distant enemies. Skeleton Mages boost. The Bone Skill crits, chance boost, increased damage, and again increased damage, critical damage to vulnerable. So all the boosts for the Bone Skills. Now here, Golem boost. I do have Blood Golem. So for the Book of the Dead, mages are freezing. Frozen mages, skeletal warriors have shield, so they can tank, remove some damage from bosses. Golem is Blood Golem, absorbs 15% of damage because Necromancer is a little bit squishy, so you want to get as tanky as possible. That's why also shield is good if you have a good weapon, one-hand weapon for attack. So Golem Mastery, boost to speed for my skeleton, boost to attack damage with my skeletons, survivability a little bit more, so 50%, and healing with a priest. Bone Storm, here everything, I picked everything, so, and now I'm actually doing 1% damage increase based on the essence I have. So Paragon is not anywhere far, so there's not a lot of boosting happening from Paragon, but it's still now it's starting to look like a lot better because of those artifacts. If we take a look at the stats, so weapon damage 1200, critical strike damage 67, overpower 100. The base for overpower is 3, so it will rarely hit. I don't have blood build. Blood build does all the, 3%. Overpower build is all about blood build is all about overpower. Okay, but you're gonna see it's still pretty good at clearing out. So let's go and get that dungeon started.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
I'm just going through all the minions, so that's the benefit. If you have horse available, pick it up as soon as possible. It's gonna save a lot of time traveling around the map and avoiding minions that if you don't want to farm, trying to get somewhere. All right. We're here. Let's go. I have 12 revives remaining. That's concerning. So I did not do Nightmare Dungeon before. That's my first one. You can see how fast essence is going away.
I lack the required essence.
I don't even see what I was attacking there. Alright, we got a Paragon Point. It's the willpower. You can see Skell's doing Blizzard.
How long are we going to stay here? This place reeks.
What is this? Lethal Shrine. Perfect. Got Pristine Key. To open Memorial Gate. Okay, let's go ahead and open up.
I lack the required essence.
Okay. So we need to do some clearing out. It's perfect to have so many skeletons. They actually freeze a lot of like big enemies, except the bosses. So it makes it a lot easier to clear things out. Oh. If there's a lot of like enemies, I tend to send Golem first so he can tank. You can do it by activating him with your skill. Okay. Alright, look at that. Regroup. Come on.
I lack the required essence.
Okay, we gotta back up. Well, let's regroup a little bit. And push here. Like if you're really out of essence but you need to attack, you can just interchange Hemorrhage and Bone Spear. I'm having some lags, so if I'll drop, you'll get like a short video cut off. Okay, looks like we got a boss there. So let's get some essence back. My skeletons are fighting something. Alright, let's see. Let's see how it goes. So send him first.
I'm low on essence.
He's frozen. Alright. Oh. I think this went well. Okay, I need to slay 2 more. Blahemist or Blasphemous. Again, getting back the essence. What's hemorrhage? What do we have? Artillery shrine. Perfect. Oh, that's gonna go. That's gonna go well. Oh. Yeah. I misclicked there. It was Bone Prison instead of Bone Storm, but doesn't matter. It was ulteriorly. Cleared out pretty fast. I'm really hoping game is not going to crash because of those jittery spikes. I don't know if you're able to see them. Okay. Well, there's a room full of minions there. Okay, let's see. Got one. Bone Prison. Alright, so while Golem was tanking, it pretty much shooting everything from a distance.
Something feels wrong. The commanders are being quiet on what exactly we are doing here, but the Zakarum were completely corrupted, so there is nothing good in this place. The church should have raised this unholy den long ago. May the light preserve us.
Alright, one more boss. Let me wait. Okay, you just want to.
I'm out of essence.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Gotta get some essence back. Gonna get Bone Storm. Okay. It just wants to go. Alright. Yep. Yeah, this is where you can, like, die. So this is where Blood Mist is helpful if you're disabled like this to escape, but so far everything dies fast enough for me to survive. Travel to Awakened Chamber, so that has to be somewhere out there. It's important to have good boots so you can escape. If you don't have an additional escape, additional evade on the space, you'll get in trouble very easy. Surrounded by minions with only one evade, they'll kill you pretty fast. Alright.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, out of essence.
I need time to do that.
Go. He's disabled. Whoa.
I cannot carry more.
Cannot carry more. Okay, let's upgrade glyphs. Tool magic, 30% tool magic nodes. Curse, willpower, increase damage while fortified. I like that. Overpower damage. That's good, but only if I will have items for a blood build. Elites, critical strike. Let's do fortified. Okay, so gotta throw something out. This ring. This tunic. I got tons of gems, really. So sorry. Okay, I have that. Not that great. So that's it. So just allocating XP to improve my glyphs. That's all. Okay, so I guess we're done. So you've seen the build in action. You can see it was fairly easy. Let me just double check. Yeah, quest is gone. So it's completed. Alright. So this was Alex KGB. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and bye bye.